Well, hello, hello. We have the Cancer new moon tonight. We are now in Cancer season. It is a very emotional time for all of us. And we are going to be swimming in the Cancer new moon energy. It starts tonight. So let's take a look at it, okay? Cancers are some beautiful people. And so that means that we're in beautiful energy. They're very intuitive. They're very nurturing. They're very sweet. But it is emotional. It is a water sign. And so those of you who are fire signs, not generally going to be what you are wanting to look at, right? Like to deal with. No, I'm just kidding. But I do want to say that this reading right here is not going to be broken up in segments or anything like that. It is an all signs reading. We're reading the energy of the Cancer new moon and what that will bring forth for all of us, okay? And so we're just going to let the cards speak for us. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, lots of upside down cards. What does this mean? Oh, goodness. I can start reading it. All right. There were some secrets. Well, or an illusion. You know what I mean? And the illusion has been revealed, right? So whenever you have the moon card, if it was up like this, it means we're still in the illusion. When it is down like this, it means that the illusion has been seen. It has been unveiled. It has been uncovered. But it is about looking at anything that could be confusing us in this area. And how I know it is because we have this four of wands, my bad. The 4 of wands is a celebration card. It's a wedding card. It's a friendship card. It's a creativity card. Remember, we're all working on that sacral chakra. So creativity card. And it's about collaboration, okay? And then also at the same time with all of that, we're looking at our financial ineptitude. So basically inflation is really stretching our dollars, you know, like making our dollars not seem like it stretches. That's what I want to say. Making our dollars seem like they don't stretch very far. So something that cost a certain amount now costs a lot more. So I think I went out to eat at a restaurant that I always order the same thing. It was like $10 more yesterday. And I was like, of course it is. And so we have to be looking at our financial situations. And our obsessions with wealth. Like we need, you know, I bet you that if we just kind of looked at our spending habits, we could probably save ourselves thousands of dollars a month just by looking at our spending habits. And I was telling some of the other signs that, you know, my husband and I, because I cook better, we both do, we both cook really well. So we cook better than what's out in town. So we're going to be taking turns, and even on days that we're tired, we're going to take turns and make sure that we're actually cooking things, because some of the things that they cook out in town, I mean, I could make that pasta in like 15 minutes. It doesn't take very long. It takes 10 minutes to boil some pasta, and then you throw some garlic and some olive oil if you use olive oil, which I don't use much, but you know, garlic and tomatoes and basil and all that stuff together, and it's like super inexpensive, and it takes like 20 minutes to make a really nice spaghetti. So I don't know, something to think about. Okay, so the energy that we're in is I'm taking my swords and I'm going home. I'm taking my trucks and I'm going home. Like little kids who are playing with trucks with their friends, and they're like, I'm taking my trucks away and I'm going home. So it's like, okay, we're in this ability to see things that we haven't seen before, and it's like I'm taking my swords and I'm going home. I've seen things, maybe some of you guys are going to see betrayal, some of you guys will see deception, some of you guys will see somebody's getting away with something, some of you guys will see the strategy that was against you, or the strategy that has played out before you. So like, for instance, we might see like a documentary that shows the strategy of 2020, you know what I mean? We're like, oh my gosh, how come I didn't see all that? You know, or some of us are going to be like, oh, I saw that, yeah, I knew that, you know what I mean? Like, or I didn't know that, you know? So it's like that, like to be unveiling things and taking our trucks and going home. The thing that's coming towards us is love, and that's good. This is actually the card of Cancer, so that's beautiful. It's a nurturing card. It's a compassionate card. It's very calm energy. Oh goodness, we need that because we just got out of the retrograde not too long ago. It's very comforting energy. And so sometimes that's really nice when you're recognizing, like, okay, so for instance, It sounds really ridiculous, but what if you found out that your partner was like cheating on you, right? But then like you jumped into a bed of like feathers. It's so comfortable and so comforting. And so like, yeah, that's really disappointing and sad, but it's so much better being on a bed full of feathers, right? Like, you know, soft comforter and big pillows and whatever, right? And you're crying in your big pillows. It's so comforting, you know. Or for instance, you find out that your person that you're with, your partner, is cheating on you, and then knock, 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 here comes a new comforting other partner to save the day from your feelings of the fact that you just got cheated on. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're so comforting. Like, and we're in sexual energy, so you could be really comforting at that time. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so let's move on. The hidden energy that we can't see is indecisiveness, confusion, information overload. So you may find out something and it's just too much information to handle. Like, okay, that is just too much for me. Like, for instance, I found out that I had a different father. That's too much information for me to handle at this time. Like, it was just overwhelming. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I mean, it was just too much. Like, what? It was mind-blowing information. Okay, so, the obstacle in the way is, can you relax through this? Can you get through this is the question, right? Oh, I don't know. I don't like this Cancer full moon all of a sudden. It doesn't make me feel like I really want to do this. But hopefully this isn't like huge energy, because sometimes I'll read it and I'll feel like it's such big energy, and then it plays out and you're like, oh, well, that wasn't so bad. Like, you know, I can handle some betrayal as long as it's not like, you know, life damaging. But I can handle some, you know, arbitrary betrayal that I learn about. Like, it doesn't really have much to do with me. Okay, great. Who cares? Anyway, so it's like, how are you going to handle it? That's the obstacle in the way. Is are you going to relax through it? You know, because you're going to have all this comforting, relaxing energy around it. It might be ugly what you need to look at and what you need to see, but you're going to be comforted. You're well taken care of. God's got you. You got your friends. You got your, you know, you have people around you to help you with it. You're not going to fall on your ass, right? You're not going to fall. You're good. So the question is are you going to make a mountain out of a molehill, or are you just going to be like, yeah, that totally blows, and I got other things to live for right now. This is I don't care at this point. Okay, so the 8, so the thing that's working towards us or supporting us is all the work that we have done up until this point is giving us everything that we need to move through this energy. So I feel like even though we might learn something that we don't want to learn, we're going to feel very comforted about it. We're going to be like, okay, you know what? It might even be that you learned something that you knew anyway, and you're like, you know what? I knew that, and now it's kind of coming to fruition, and there, bam, it's all out on the table. I knew that. I knew it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I knew. So it could be that as well. Like, you just like really feel very comforted in your own intuition that you knew that. So even though everybody else may have been fooled, you knew it. Told you. It's almost like a told you so, gotcha, or a told you so moment. Told ya. Should have listened to me, right? But all the work that we've done so far has been the supporting factor. For instance, if I would have learned about my father 5 years ago, I probably would be in a worse state than I am. I'm not even in a bad state of over it. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But I think I would have been more devastated is the word. I think I would have been devastated. But because I've done so much work up until this point, it was perfect when God gave it to me. Like, a lot of times I'm like, why would you give it to me now? When he's like 80, I barely have any time with this dude to like even like try to have a relationship in any way, shape, or form with him. But maybe I'm not supposed to. You know, it's like, it is what it is, because I'm glad that God gave it to me now so I could actually process it in such a more healthier way than, you know, in such a healthier way than I have in the past. Okay, that I would have in the past. Okay. The action to take is to realize how you trap yourself. Realize your own victim mentality language. Realize the limiting beliefs. Realize the restrictions we impose on ourselves. Realize a new perspective, okay? Realize that you can get yourself out of this. You don't have to respond in the ways you always have. You know, if you, like, for instance, if you look at your bank account and it's less than what you wanted it to be, you don't have to sound the alarms and freak out and like, oh my God, we're all gonna die, and start like seeing a ship that's belling out a bunch of water and sinking and die. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to act that way. You get to be like, okay, and money is fluid and money is energy, and I can make more money. You can look at it a little bit different and say, whatever I used that money on made me happy at the time. That's more valuable than anything. So if I got to take a little bit longer to pay it off or whatever I got to do, then you can think about it in that way. The overall outcome for this is the sun's going to come out. So in the new moon, bam, the sun comes out. So what happens when the sun comes out? Everything dries up, all the tears dry away, you feel warm, you feel comforted, you feel open and free, and this is Leo energy, which that makes sense because guess what's coming next? Leo season. So what's going to happen after the new moon? Leo season. So as we finally get out of the new moon energy and we deal with all of this, but we were comforted all the way through, it's like, bam, the sun's going to come out. We're going to feel really good. We're going to have lots of happiness, lots of freedom, lots of excitement. So we just got to get through whatever the new moon wants to teach us, okay? How we're feeling about it is the Queen of Swords. Some of us are really tired of hearing truth. Like, we don't need any more truth. Like, I've gotten so much truth. It's made me overly emotional, easily influenced, and a bit cold-hearted to hear anything else about anyone else or anything else. Like, it's kind of, some of us are just feeling that way. Like, I am so over it. I'm so over knowing the truth. Although it's nice to know the truth, it's like we've been hit by the truth continuously this whole year, and it is the year of revelations. So there you go. That's what a lot of people have termed it, the year of revelations. Well, hit over the head with some revelations that didn't know for 44 years. All right. So Ace of Wands is how we're feeling in our intuition. We are working on that communication with our intuition. We are, some of us are not feeling the full passion of our intuition. We're kind of getting a little bored in that area, tired of meditating, tired of doing yoga, tired of all of these things, tired of sitting and having to clear my energy all the time, and tired of doing all this energy cleansing and energy clearing. It's like, oh my gosh, it takes so much energy just to do that. And I'm ready to rest. I'm ready to, no. Okay, so, and then how we're feeling about it is the Six of Cups. So we want to move forward. We want to break ourselves away from all of this energy and just be done. Like, we want to have the progress and have the ability to enjoy the progress and stop being like held back from it. So let's get some advice on what to do about this. To get us high vibing, and we know it's coming. We see what it is. Maybe we can even pull a crystal we can all wear. That would be fun. Let's pull that. And I don't want to know what these secrets are going to be. It's going to be different from everybody, but let's see if we can pull something on that in a second. The hula hoop. Swing your hips as if you're using a hula hoop. Start by going clockwise, then counterclockwise and make a figure 8. Do this for 1 minute. Who's going to be doing hula hoops in the bedroom? That's what I want to talk about, first of all, because we know this is sexual energy. So you guys need to be hula hooping with your pants off. No, I'm just kidding. So do this for 1 minute. The movement will bring you energy down from your head into your body and then increase the creative energy. So we need the creative energy flowing. They're saying get yourself a hula hoop or do the hula hoop motion. And when you're in the bedroom, you can do the hula hoop motion. That would be nice too. So let's look at, I want to know these secrets. I want to know what the secret is. I probably can't even pull on that because it's probably going to be like so different from all of us. But I gotta know, what is this illusion that we're all going to see? We're all going to see it anyway, so you might as well tell us, universe. Don't be hiding stuff from us. You might as well tell us. We're all going to get it anyway. We're all going to see it anyway. So what's the secret? Oh, okay. Let me see. So it has to do with money. Has to do with love. I need more information. That is not enough for me. So basically, we know that there's imbalances everywhere, but there's some sort of, you're going to be realigning with your money and realigning with love. So we have read those for all the signs I've done so far. We have read that, but I need more. I'm not getting what I need to know. I don't even know if I'm going to get it, but let's try. What are the secrets that we're going to learn? I know it's got to be general because there's a lot of people, but give us something. Okay. Okay, so it has to do with some sort of partnership or alliance. We're going to be moving forward in a positive direction because we're going to finally have the truth. It has to do with our sacral chakra being imbalanced and the spiritual union that has yet to come forth has been disrupted. The sacral chakra has been disrupted. They have been imbalanced. This feels a lot like a twin flame energy, something that you've been waiting a long time for. Something that you know that you'll be very prosperous with. Interesting. Okay. What else can you tell me? Let's pull a crystal, because I don't know. I mean, it's too general for me to actually know. Because in your own life, like if you got a personal reading with me, I can ask specific questions. And say, is it this, is it this, is it this? But I can't do that when there's this many people watching. I can just give general clues. Okay, let's see. Pink opal, be kind to yourself. And rainbow obsidian, heal your heart. So we have some heart stuff going on. Pink opal and rainbow obsidian. Let me pull these. I never really use these cards, but let's see what I can get off of them. Because I want to know just like you. I really don't want any more secrets. I really don't want any more betrayal to be, I'm sure that there's betrayal out there, but man, I've had enough this year. I've had enough revelations. I think I'm good. So it's a lesson. It has there's some ancestral energy here because we have some ghosts in the background. So it may be something that your ancestors want you to know or want you to see. The war is over. There's a war between good and the bad, dark and the light, that's going to be over during the Cancer new moon. We're going to move in from spring into autumn. So, Oh, my bad. Spring is on top. Autumn is barren. So something ugly was covered up by the spring. So something that was dying or some sort of death. Some of you guys are going to find out about a death that you're going to find a secret out. Like, it's almost like, if you can look at this card right here, this is interesting. Imagine a tomb and then the flowers growing on top. It's kind of like that. So learning something that all you saw was what they wanted you to see, the cover story, and then you're going to actually find out the truth, which is probably not going to be very pretty. Although autumn's kind of pretty, so maybe it won't be too bad. You know what I mean? But there's some sort of war, and it could be war between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. It could be war between, so you have a blue and a red flag, could be Republican and Democrat, or Republican and Democratic, could be a war between them. Something might come to light that we're all going to see. So it may not be in your personal life. It could be that some kind of conspiracy theory will come about and we'll actually see that. Well, there's been so many coming about anyway lately, right? I mean, what else? What else are we going to learn about about this crazy world we live in? So anyway, guys, I don't know. I'm with you on wanting to know what's going on in this energy, just like you. So if you like this reading or entertain this way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. On the screen is a suggested videos. Don't listen to it with children in the room because it's a bit sexual energy, okay? You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.